All right, so today we're going deep on something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking about mental clarity,
Uh-huh.
but we're kind of taking inspiration from an unlikely source,
Yeah.
Himalayan monks.
Interesting.
So we found this really cool YouTube podcast script.
Okay.
It's called Digital Detox and Mental Clarity.
Monk
Let's-
approved tech boundaries.
Monk approved.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we're diving into the script and trying to pull out, like, what can we actually take away from this and apply to, our busy, crazy modern lives.
Right.
So much technology.
Yeah, and I think what's so interesting is,
Yeah.
that when you think about monks, you think about silence.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's
That's
the
how they are.
whole thing is like mana is what they call it.
Come on up.
So it's this intentional silence that they embrace, and they do it to conserve energy.
Yeah.
I think that's a really interesting concept to apply to our digital lives.
Yeah.
Because we're constantly connected,
Right.
and it's probably draining us in ways that we don't even realize.
Yeah.
So the first thing that this script talks about
Yeah.
is sunrise and sunset phone fasting.
Okay.
So just like monks bookend their day with silence,
Right.
the idea is to create like a screen-free zone for the first and last 30 minutes of your day.
Oh, interesting.
So no phone like right when you wake up,
Yeah.
no phone when you're going to sleep.
I like that.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea. I mean, think about it. Like, your brain is in this, like, super receptive state at those times of day.
Right.
And instead of immediately, like, flooding it with input from your phone and all this
Yellow notifications.
stuff, you're just allowing yourself to kind of gently transition.
Right.
And the script even mentioned that there are studies that show
Oh, wow.
this practice can actually lower your cortisol levels, which
Interesting.
is like the stress hormone.
That we hear so much about
We talk about it all the time.
all the time.
And it can also help you focus better
Oh, wow.
throughout the day.
I love that. So instead of like, reaching for your phone
Yeah,
first thing in the morning, maybe it's like having a cup of tea,
that's nice.
writing in a journal,
Yeah.
just sitting quietly.
Or just being present.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it feels so counterintuitive
It does.
because we're so used to
Because we're so used to being like,
checking
yeah, like what's going on
right away.
right away.
Yeah.
But think about it. It's like those notifications and those emails,
Right.
they basically dictate our agenda for the day
Yeah.
before we've even had a chance to like decide what we want to do.
Totally.
So this is kind of like reclaiming that
Yeah.
that initial focus.
And like setting your intentions for the day.
Exactly.
Okay, so the second thing that this script talks about is what they call the cave mode hack.
The cave mode hack.
So monks, they meditate in caves
Okay.
to minimize
Yeah.
distractions, right?
Yeah.
So how do we bring that into our very connected lives?
Right. Well, the modern day adaptation is to basically create your own cave time.
By turning off all your notifications
Yeah.
for like a dedicated hour when you need to really focus on something.
Okay.
And the source even suggested taking it a step further,
Oh, wow.
which is physically leaving your phone in a different room
Oh, my God.
during this time.
That feels intense,
I know.
but I can see how it would be effective.
Yeah, I mean, it's about removing the temptation altogether.
Totally.
Well, it's like,
It's out of sight, out of mind.
exactly. And it's
Yeah.
not even about willpower at that point.
Right.
It's just like you've changed your environment
Yeah.
to support your focus.
Makes you wonder how much of our, like, inability to focus is actually
Yeah.
because of our phones.
Yeah. Is it really that we can't focus, or is it that we're constantly being interrupted
Right.
and our attention is being pulled in different directions?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It makes you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the final boundary that the script talks about is creating tech sacred spaces.
Okay.
So monasteries, they have screen-free zones.
Uh-huh. And the suggestion is to do the same thing in your own home.
Oh, interesting.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it's about reclaiming those spaces for more
Mhm.
intentional presence,
Yeah,
whether
sounds
that's
good.
connecting with your family or just like having a calmer environment to rest.
Right. So like the dinner table,
Yeah.
your bedroom,
Yeah.
places where you really want to be present.
Exactly.
So we've got these 3 monk-approved tech boundaries.
Okay.
Sunrise, sunset phone fasting,
Right.
cave mode for focus work,
Mm-hmm.
and tech-free sacred spaces.
I love it.
So here's the challenge, fun guys.
Okay.
Pick one,
Just one?
just one to try for the next 3 days.
It doesn't have to be all or nothing.
Right.
Just pick one that feels manageable.
Yeah, the one that speaks to you.
Or like the one that you feel like is your biggest pain point with
Right.
technology.
And just notice what happens. Like, as you try this out,
Yeah.
does your focus shift?
Mm.
Does your mood change?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel more present? Are you more present in those moments?
Yeah.
We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
Use the hashtag #MonkModeDetox.
Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
And, I think what this script really highlights is
What's that?
that it's not about, like, rejecting technology.
Yeah.
It's about being more mindful
More intentional.
about how we use it.
Exactly. Yeah, monks are all about mastery,
Right.
right, in all aspects of life. And that includes how they engage with the world around them.
Totally.
So these small intentional boundaries are kind of a way for us to reclaim some of that mastery in our own digital lives.
I love that.
Yeah.
So as you go forward, think about this.
Okay.
Have you ever instinctively created a tech-free zone in your home?
Interesting.
What was the impact of that?
Yeah.
And how might weaving in these moments of digital into your daily routine, how might that reshape not just your focus,
Right.
but your overall sense of well-being?
Yeah.
Beyond just these initial 3 days.
Beyond the challenge.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
Let us know.
We want to hear about it.
All right. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
See you next time.